Present. Is this me? I'm Sarah. No, I don't have a card. I don't need a card. The card. Okay, cool. I'm Sarah. I'm here. We have a quorum, and it is 6:07. All right. There are no citizens, but anyone listening at home? May 3rd is the election. The first day to file an application for a place on said election is going to be Wednesday, January the 15th. Office of Mayor, Council Member Place number 2, and Council Member Place number 4 are the ones that are open on the ballot. Haslet is hiring a building inspector, a city secretary, a code enforcement officer, as well as a Parks and Grounds crew leader. Please visit the link to apply. Will you pull up the minutes real fast for us? I feel like last time was real fast. Yeah. I didn't really see anything on there that we really did, other than the fireworks, right?
I think we may have.
Fireworks. We'll just check. Let me just triple check.
I think we
Change
briefly
countries.
discussed bids for the park, the Veterans Park, briefly.
We discussed the fireworks, all the things there. And then we started to do the Veterans Memorial Garden, but we postponed that, correct? There we go. Yeah, that's all I have. All right. And then the financial statement. Financial statement, the next little attachment.
So how does that work with the money that we've spent, like for Christmas in the park?
It overlaps.
It's a loss?
It overlaps. So like we spend part of our Christmas in the park for the previous year and then part of it for the following year. So we budget, what is it, 20,000, 20 or 30? But we end up purchasing things before September, and then that fiscal year counts over. So then we borrow from the next budget kind of thing. So it's kind of that's a weird one.
I was just curious, being, it was canceled, what?
Oh, you're asking what about because we canceled it?
Yes.
Oh, I think we just lose the money.
So, you still have in Christmas in the park, we only had to pay for a few things, and there's still 24,000 in there, and you're starting with 25, so.
Oh, that's, okay.
Now, there's a couple more things that were on my credit card that'll show up on next month's statement. But the only things that we really lost money on were Santa, because that's non-refundable no matter what, and the t-shirts. Now, we also paid for...
Our favorite t-shirts.
Yeah, they're sitting in my office still. We also...
We can pass them out to the park board members for old memory's sake.
We paid for the face painters, and we get a rain check. You have to use the credit in 1 year. And the same with the train from Sky Pirates.
Oh, nice.
Train that we had.
And we'll use them again, I'm sure.
And we just need to use it in a year. So I brought those two, and y'all can, vote to put them toward Independence Day.
4th of July, yeah.
One of them, she was very detailed, because next year our event is on the 6th, I believe, but we have to use it by the 5th because we canceled on the 5th. So don't push it to Christmas, let's use them before that.
Great. Wow.
But most of the money was fine. We gave all the vendor money back, and most of the sponsors have forfeited, their money toward another event. They want to just
Carry it forward. Cool.
So when we move it forward, then we can,
Spend a little bit more.
well, spend the money again, obviously, but there are things that we probably wanted to get this year that we didn't get because we were tight on budget.
Right.
So
So
we
why
can,
we get them before October 1?
yeah,
Right.
so we want to kind of think
Use it
about it, use it up
Good idea.
before,
Yeah, because we're usually starting at about $10,000 less
Yeah.
at this point, because we have paid for the previous year, like I was misunderstanding your question.
How we were able to buy the 26-foot tree in the park.
I remember,
COVID, we didn't spend the money on the event. so
because it was
we bought-
canceled, so we just, back
So-
then, we thought we had a motion to move it to a different fund, but really, we could just buy it because we had it left over, so it worked out.
so we can use that money for really anything that we deemed
Right,
necessary.
like if we're like-
Meaning, as an example, if we needed something for the memorial, you know, an extra
Correct.
5,000, we could use that.
And it's
money.
really 7,000, we can just say, okay, well, we'll just share the money that we had extra, yes.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so what are the two things that we need to use up before December 6th? The face painters?
And the train.
Sky Towers.
Okay.
Okay, so,
I know with Sky Towers, we got the full credit, and I don't know if the face painters take the deposit off or not. I couldn't get a hold of anybody, but it's just,
did we have 2 trains? We did, right?
So do we have a train scheduled for 4th of July?
not yet.
I say move it to 4th of July.
Well, wait till you get to that item.
Okay, oh, well, sorry, we're talking about the budget. But otherwise, the budget looks okay.
Yep.
Okay. Then, if someone would like to motion those two together under the consent agenda item number.
This is Cindy. I'd like to accept the minutes from November 13th, 2024, which is consent agenda number 4A, 4B, the financial report for November 2024, and that's it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
For November and December. Yeah.
to the whole consent agenda.
And this surge, I'll second.
All right, all in favor? None opposed? Approved? So really, the things that are not listed on here that kind of get put on and off sporadically, I'm just thinking out loud for our action items, not that we're actioning, I'm just going to list them. So we have Easter, Memorial Day, 4th of July, and then Christmas, and movie in the park, correct? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Christmas is not on this one.
It's not, and neither is movie in the park, but I'm not missing anything.
And the hustle is,
And the hustle's probably not going to happen this
For
year
a few
either.
years.
Okay.
all right.
Okay, so Easter would be our next big agenda item, park activity-wise, and we normally are, what are we at, 25,000 eggs now?
Yes, that's right.
Still too early to order those. Do we have any ideas about an Easter bunny?
The lady who works here, whose daughter did it last year.
She'll do it again.
Happy to do it again.
Okay. Okay.
And is the Easter Bunny free?
No, we usually give her like $100
Okay.
or something. And one year Savannah needed more than $100. My goodness, it was so hot.
Yeah.
I was like sticking a straw up the, anyways. So that's very modest and very, so, but yeah, we give them something for their effort. But we have the bunny suit. So we just kind of use the suit.
She has it at her house, actually.
So we're not paying like the rental fee, like we're not paying the $500 for the stilt guys that bring their own stuff. We're just paying someone to come and help us.
Do we need to go ahead and take care of these now?
Do we need to get the eggs on the list? Can we just order them and get it over with, or we don't probably have a place to store them?
Let's wait, they come really fast.
It's February, and it's April.
They get here in like 3 days.
Oh, okay, all right. And then the Memorial Day celebration will be May 27th at 10 a.m. Do we have a speaker for that?
We do.
All right.
I do need to make a point of whatever. It's been brought to my attention that we should not be calling it the Memorial Day celebration.
Okay.
It's a little bit inappropriate.
Okay.
So I'm suggesting that we call it the Memorial Day event.
Okay. Can
Or
we,
if-
do we need
if
to
you have
motion that, or
another
can we
idea,
just
that's
change
fine.
it?
No, I just, on the flyer, I just put something a little different this year. But yeah, I didn't think about it when I typed this up, but that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Somebody called last year with the complaints.
Yeah, that's easy to change.
It's easy enough to change.
Yeah, I mean, Lord knows we don't want to upset one person.
One non-resident of Haslet.
Yeah, I do remember about me and Cindy were talking about.
Yeah.
But other than that, do we need to think about chairs? Because we didn't buy them, we just rented them, correct? And we now have the speaker, the little speaker box.
I'll just put a note to get a quote for how many, 100 chairs, was
I
it?
think that's what we did. I can look.
Yeah, we had 100 chairs last time.
I'll just get a quote and I'll approve it next
Okay.
time.
If it was more or less, I like 100, so.
Pardon me?
If it was more or less, I like 100 chairs, so it works
Yeah,
out.
no, I mean, we've just about filled them last year. So,
So that's the right amount?
yeah,
I like the chairs.
yeah.
Okay. And the fireworks Independence Day event
question
is.
on
Oh,
Memorial.
sorry, go ahead.
No problem. Have we tested our boom box?
Well, I know we have the boom box.
No, the answer to that is no. We
All
have
right.
not tested it.
But we will be testing it prior to the event.
Not the day before, I hope.
Will we use it at Easter?
Yeah, let's try to use it
Okay.
at
Yeah,
Easter.
let's do that.
Oh, I need to go back one. Do we decide to skip DJ Alex on Easter because it's such a short event? Or do we still use DJ Alex? Anybody remember?
Well, we used him last year, that's up to y'all.
I mean, he's fun.
I don't know that we decided anything.
How much does it cost for the event?
400 for that day.
Does it help keep the crowd under control?
No, it doesn't help keep the crowd under control. He's just fun.
Yeah.
Because the one year that it was so ridiculous and parents were just sending their kids everywhere, we had it spaced out differently, and it just was, they couldn't hear him. It wasn't any fault of his, it was
I know he
just,
making announcements or.
he was making announcements, and he does, and when we have it in the proximity where you can hear it, it works, and it makes sense, but I mean, we could always see if anybody else is new to the DJ business and wants to give it a shot. I don't know if they're cheaper. I have no idea what it costs normally to have a DJ for
Well,
an hour.
and we changed it to a different location where it's all happening in that one area.
That's true, and that made it
So it
better.
really wouldn't be hard for us to do it ourselves.
That'd be a good way to try out our new boombox.
You don't like the word ourselves?
No, I don't.
Well, I'd be glad to volunteer. Or if anybody else wants to do it. I think that we could try out the boombox, and it's not a difficult thing.
I think we could keep it a little professional and the stress off of us and our volunteers. We just pay 400.
Yeah.
But I don't get about it, so.
Were we not using the DJ?
Well, that's what I was asking.
That's what
DJ
we're
Alex,
talking
yeah,
about.
that's what I was bringing up.
So-
Because we need to kind of book him out,
Sure.
so.
So I like his engagement. He's,
I do, yeah.
He's engaged with turn stuff off. He's engaged with the audience and all that, so which, gets them excited, especially with the little kids. Not that we can't do it ourselves, but he's been doing it for us.
That's not my craft.
He did
It's
a
not my
really,
craft, that's right, thank
he
you.
did a really good job this last year when we moved it to a different location.
I say we.
And he waited
yeah.
for us to get everything ready and put the new eggs out, so it's up to y'all. 400 isn't a bad deal.
No.
I just wanted to make sure everyone was on board. I thought somebody had asked about a cheaper price along the way, so I don't know. I think he does a good job. We're not running any Russian roulette, like, oh, is this guy gonna be a flop? Or kind of like once we found our Santa, you just stick with what you know works and.
He's at all our events pretty much.
Right,
so
and he
he's
knows where to go,
consistent,
he's
yeah.
not gonna be late, he brings his stuff, even if I've seen him drop it off and leave another guy to do it, but at least they're like, set up.
I say we use it.
So can we go back to 5A and see if we can get DJ Alex?
Yes, and usually we just go ahead and get him for everything, National Night Out and Easter and what else?
Christmas? So
We don't use
we don't use them for 4th of July now that we have the band back, because then the band can just use the speaker. And I had somebody giving me a band estimate and I forgot. Okay, sorry. So do we need a motion for DJ Alex?
How about I'll just get a quote, the same for the eggs, and we'll approve it next week.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, now to the Independence Day back again. Did you say anybody has a quote for a band? Had anyone looked up any bands? I have a I have a coworker that's randomly in a band. She sings. She apparently does everything. She's a medical director, singer slash superhuman. But she was going to get with her group to see if they were all going to be in town that day. So I don't have the quote yet, but hopefully I'll have it next time. What was yours, Cindy?
The name of the band is Jukebox Band,
Jukebox.
and their website is THEJB as in boy, HB as in boy, AND.com. I was told that they charge between $2,500 and $3,500 for a gig
event.
or whatever it's called. And I've seen their online, I've watched them, and they seem very similar to what we've had in the past, but a whole lot less expensive.
Okay.
So,
Do we want to see if we can look at their site?
Yeah,
Did
look
you
it up
want the
and-
website again, or did you catch that?
Jukeboxband.com?
it's the JBH Band.
The JBH Band.
While he's looking that up, I'll just tell you that my events email gets hit about every day with somebody wanting us to book their band. So I could read these off if anybody's interested, but my email's flooded with live entertainment offers.
And
Are they local?
Some aren't, some
Because
aren't.
no offense, I'm kind of more interested in people that are local to the area.
Some are like, producers want, I'm sure it's one company that
Marketing
promotes
thing.
lots of bands and stuff like that too.
he's got the ones that I was talking about.
You know him?
I don't know them personally, but they were recommended by someone that sees them regularly. Can you hear them?
I do not think this new system allows me to play music on this computer.
You got audio problems.
Remember that one you got, Katrina, that was like $25,000?
I still have the paper.
They looked so good. They looked great. They were just a little bit more classy than Haslet can afford.
Professor D band.
Yes.
A lot of weapons. You get 11-piece band for $15,000. You get a 16-piece band for $22,000. The 20-piece band is $28,500, and 38-piece band is $55,000. And they're awesome to look at. They have saxophones and
They're so cool.
jazz quartet and ball.
Great.
This group, when you saw them, were they like engaging the crowd, or was it like at a bar, or like just like a live? Okay. I mean, they look like they are on the video, but. And then what kind of music do they sing?
It's cover songs, so,
A mix.
yeah.
It just says top 40s cover band.
And a library of 1,000 songs, so, yeah.
Did
It sounded
any,
like songs that I was familiar with, some of them.
Yeah, there you go.
did any of the emails you got happen to come from a, hold on. Oh, heck. I don't have the name.
Do they have a list of what they play next?
That's what I was trying to find for you.
Katrina, how hard would it be to, say, pick out the ones that are less than $7,000 and just send them to us in an email and we can check them out ourselves?
Okay.
Would that be a fair number to go by?
I don't have a problem with the number, just getting a quote sometimes, and I agree with Sarah that, I just clicked on one that they are, the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia is where they are. So, yeah, I probably need to weed through here and try to pick local.
Yeah.
So the email that and let me ask you this. The one that I gave the email address to, I just gave your email address. I think that might have been wrong.
No, that's fine, but I don't remember who it was, do you?
That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I had him send it to Kay White. I'll ask if she sent it.
Oh, they may be overpriced now. They played at the Dallas Cowboy Golf Club. Well, I don't know, maybe they've got a price cut now. Since Dallas didn't do it so well.
Yeah, September was the last time they put anything on their Facebook as far as I think.
So we'll just look at a couple more and hopefully we won't miss anything. Sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. And then hopefully by the next meeting, we'll have actual bids solid.
Right.
Maybe we can email that group and see if they can give us an actual bid, if they're actually available. That way we can.
Okay.
And if anybody else thinks of anybody, we can try to weed through some of Katrina's emails and see.
They've got a whole booking split on their website.
So we have fireworks. We have fireworks. What else do we need?
Information from phone number and
Oh, their website. I was looking at the page.
So we have fireworks already. We don't really need anything else other than finding a band, right, for the fireworks just yet? Okay. All right. Discuss, consider, and act regarding a 2024 Community Service Award. Does anyone have any, didn't we pick somebody?
didn't we have somebody in mind?
We did. Anybody
We did
remember who that
Barbara
was?
last time.
You all talked about Nancy, maybe Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
I was like, I said somebody, but I can't remember. Mrs. Claus. Yes. They're like, who's Nancy?
She's also the head of the, what's it called? Fire support group, yeah.
Yeah. And she's never charged us a thing. I don't think she'd take money if we tried, So, she actually used to make cookies, didn't she? Wasn't she the one that baked? Who baked all those? Oh, her daughter? I was like, somebody used to bake all those cookies that we would decorate prior to COVID.
That was her daughter.
I remember she blocked cookies.
She does brownies.
We have firsthand experience over here. So that's my vote. Does anyone have anyone else that they can think of?
Sounds like a great nomination.
Okay. Anyone want to, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Mrs. Claus for the Community Service Award of 2024.
What's her name? What's her last name?
Nancy
What's her last name?
Garner.
Garner?
This is Cindy, I second.
All right, all in favor? She's our winner.
Do you want me to order the plaque?
Yes, please.
Do people really like plaques? Can't we just get her some flowers or something?
Flowers and flags.
She'll hang up the plaque. We can do flowers too.
Would she hang up, you probably know her the best. Would she like a plaque?
Kind of part of the fire department, really plaques.
Does she, I mean, so she would like plaques. Okay, yeah, let's get her a plaque.
Well, and we're limited on what we can spend city taxpayer money on. We can't just get a gift card, you know? like
Well, we can buy her flowers, right? Flowers and a plaque?
maybe, but, whatever you want, yeah. I mean, I'll try.
Okay.
Plaque for sure, flowers is probably something we can do.
Does she like flowers? Find out if she likes flowers for us.
I'm sure she does, she's
ask her husband.
Okay.
What do we do for
We got Barbara a plaque,
her plaque?
but we also knew that Barbara would like a plaque.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Nancy will.
Nancy will, okay. So do we need a motion for that fund, or is that just something that'll come out of our signs, city signs?
Yes, y'all, you don't need a motion.
Okay.
Well,
So
we got a motion for her, so
we did motion, we motioned for her, so the plaque just comes along with it, correct? Okay. All right. Discuss, consider, and act regarding the renovation of the Veterans Memorial Garden. So we have a committee.
Did we get any more bids?
Did you get anything from Garrett? I still can't get it. Yeah.
Derek's been out the country, I think.
Well, prior to the meeting that we were supposed to discuss was that November, I think. He was supposed to send it to me, and he kept saying, I'm emailing it, but it's not going through, or whatever. So I told him to send it to you, but that didn't work either. But he has a bid for us. I
Okay.
just have to get it.
No, my people never did come through. Never heard from them again.
So do we want to push it out one more month? I mean, it's getting to the point now where we're not going to be able to have it done for Memorial
I like the
Day.
company you used.
Hmm?
I like the company you got. I've seen them, coaches.
Yeah,
I've seen
coaches.
lots of stuff about them on Facebook and stuff that looks good.
So I have a friend that has a landscape company, and I found out by accident, and I reached out and said, hey, would you be willing to give us a bid? And I'm thinking like it's a one-time thing. And her answer was, we don't do Haslet, but my brother-in-law does. And I was like, well, I'll just wait and see what everybody else has. So I could reach out to that guy and see if we can get a third one for comparison, just so that we have something to
I'd
compare.
appreciate it.
I didn't reach out to him because I thought we were going to have 3, when it was, my friend, it's my
Right.
daughter's dance's mom's husband's.
You mentioned it, but I haven't been over.
I don't think we
I
called.
haven't caught her over there.
Oh, you won't, you'll have to call her,
Okay.
never there.
But it's getting to the point now where
We're getting too close.
we're getting too close.
Yep.
I
And what
hate-
was your cost? Do you remember off?
I can't, off the top of my head.
Maybe I
can't
wrote it down.
remember.
I never saw a written quote.
Well, yeah, I did.
1,400.
No, it was more than that.
14,000 possibly.
Let's see, I can look it up.
Well, I wrote 1,400. I guess I'm a bad record keeper.
Well, you might be.
'Cause
It says proposal for renovation. Maybe we had 1,400? Do we have 1,400?
that's possible.
Yeah, I totally wrote 1,400.
I sent it to you on November,
13th,
yes,
got
good.
it. 80, it is, 23,780.
Yeah, that sounds right. And I would probably, I mean, if we go forward with that, I'd probably have to go back to him to see if, costs of, see if his costs have changed.
Yeah, because it says this quote is valid for 30 days.
Right.
Now, I talked to James, and he said that we need to have brick laid down, not brick, cement laid down, so that the bricks can be, removed and replaced.
Right. Yeah, he,
When people buy the bricks.
right, we talked about all of that when I walked him through the Veterans Park. So he's well aware of that. But, if we're gonna go, if we decide to go with them, then I will personally talk to him and make sure that,
You can pull them when there's sand around them.
And they probably need to go through our guys, work together on it, I would think, with the city.
The city
if,
guys might be able to
Yes.
do some of the demolition for us, like taking out all the old stuff and getting that out.
well, that was all part of the bid, was for them to,
Did you find the number, the dollar number?
Yeah, 23,780.
yeah,
23,780.
yes.
You're close, though.
I was real close.
I think y'all should get a quote from her too, somebody.
Well, let's, if we're gonna do that, let's do it.
Oh,
Because
yeah, I'll reach out
time's
to the
wasting.
other. Yeah, and we'll just make a decision that we're going to have to go with that, or,
I don't want it tore up on
oh,
May
I'm not on the committee.
27th,
I was like, sorry.
Y'all remember, somebody needs it.
I've got
I'm sure she'll meet you over there and give you a quote pretty quick.
The first question we ask them is if they do hardscape,
Yeah.
which I don't think that they do, but I will call
I
them.
think so.
Do they? Okay.
I'm not gonna bet any money, but I think.
Yeah, okay, I'll call them.
And do we have a list, an itemized list of the things that need to be done or should be done or are requirements so that all of them have the same list? Means if you have to have
Oh, yes,
sand.
if I'm gonna message them, I'd wanna give them the list that y'all and the committee have, like, we need this hardscape, we need this. What were the outline requirements?
Well, I used the Keller Veterans Park as my
Okay.
example when I talked to him. Because he's from Keller, and he knows all about that one, so. That was, because I walked it, and then I talked to him and told him that's what I wanted.
Do we have a picture, or do you think it's online?
Yeah, you can get online.
Can you see if we can just see what they're kind of going for? What did you tell your person?
Same thing,
Oh, okay,
yeah. Because we all, the three of us went down there and looked at it, looked at the pictures,
okay.
and said, this is the one we like the best, and that's what we're going for.
So Garrick says his bid is ready, but he doesn't think it ever went through, so he's gonna send it
Right. And,
to me. I sent him my email address, maybe he'll send it to me, I don't know, he's just not at home, so he can't send it.
oh, we did. I sent him mine, and didn't.
You never got it.
Yeah.
Smaller, but
Oh, that looks good.
can you blow that, yeah, pop that picture. Can you make that?
Can you like right-click it and open photo in a new tab or something?
Or Google Images. That looks really nice.
So is that rock or is that brick?
The red is brick,
Okay. That little light brown in the front, is that a gravel?
yes.
Okay.
And it has the, concrete border
Curbs.
around it.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot bigger than ours. But I told him I wanted the bricks and the border the same.
So
And-
I'm just curious, have we reached, so I like it. Have we reached out to Keller or had y'all reached out to Keller's Parks Department to ask them about the maintenance of that?
No.
Because I mean, just looking forward, if we're going to spend $23,000 to hopefully decrease our maintenance, I'd be curious to know.
There shouldn't be any maintenance on it for years.
No, I understand that that's what we're expecting, but I'm just curious if that's the reality. It'd be nice to like ask
Problem
them.
with ours is that the weed barrier is decayed and you got
Right.
stuff. There's no weed barrier there. It's just, they completely take the soil out and bring in their own bedding.
Okay.
Then he said they put the weed barrier down and then a bedding on top of it. And then that's what they set the bricks on. So, but, by all means, if we can get some more, let's get some more, but time's a wasting.
you know, the capital improvements for the park this year.
Uh-huh.
So there was discussion on it, so I feel like.
When do
we're
they meet?
going to.
EDC.
Well, let's see if they've already got it covered or not, if the EDC meets,
Even if they were to take out all the stuff in there and put the landscape stuff back on and put more stuff in, it's going to be extensive and expensive. So hopefully, right.
so I feel like between capital improvements and the park budget.
I don't mean to be a pain about this, but
You're right.
it's kind of near and dear to me.
No, I don't think you're a pain at all. I think you're right. We need to get it together and get it taken care of and get it funded and fixed up, so. Okay, so really no action, just push it forward. Any updates from any of the city people on our Gamble Community Park?
I talked to James, and he said that the only update he really had is that, you know, the new playground was installed with no problems, and it's working great.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Quickly, it looked like, too.
What is the ditch thing that's been dug open?
Ooh, I don't know what I'm talking about, a ditch thing?
Yeah, they've got a barrier stuff right around the edge of that park area, and then there's a big hole.
He said there was one more concrete need to be poured or something, but I didn't follow what he was saying, so I didn't really. So, yes.
Okay. It may not have anything to do with the park, so, I mean, with the park, whatever.
I don't think so. He made it sound like it was very small, you know, with fix or whatever.
Anybody have anything else? Any future agenda items?
I'd like to put Christmas in the park back on the agenda. We can't even talk about
Anything?
anything today.
Yep.
Okay, yes, let's do that for sure. And get Santa on the next one so we can get the Santa one going.
So next item, we'll have Easter egg hunt. We'll have Memorial Day event. We'll have fireworks. We'll have Christmas. That's all we have, right? Oh, and we'll have movie in the park.
And the maintenance guys did an awesome job helping us get the park set up for Christmas. It looks amazing.
Yeah. I
Really
took
does.
people from out of town down there to look at that, and they were just amazed.
I do think that next year we're going to pay to have someone wrap the rest of the trees, though.
Yeah.
That didn't turn out as expected, so
So my
keep that
future-
in mind for next year.
My future agenda item would like to also include the specific topic of the, what is it, how we call it when we do things that are good and not good? A little list of the recap of the event.
Lessons learned?
Lessons learned.
Yeah.
I would like a lessons learned
From Christmas.
specific to Christmas, even though it was canceled.
Should be each event.
I would say we should have that for every event.
So I'm kind of sad that Christmas in the park fell off of this agenda and I didn't notice, so I'm sorry.
Well, I dang near forgot to even make it.
I just didn't notice. I didn't pay attention. My fault. But I will just go ahead and throw out there, while this is only a Saranambu discussion, I feel that one person wrapped the trees by themselves despite me asking to not have that happen
Right.
multiple times in multiple ways. So
Therefore, we will wrap the tree.
that's my lesson. Please add that to the agenda.
What, you need more volunteers?
No, we're going to pay somebody to wrap those dang trees like we said from before.
Yes.
It's because Micah fooled us, and she brought her little go-getter team and whipped that park up in 35 seconds last year. So we just thought, okay, everyone said, let's just not pay anybody. It was a piece of cake. Because it was.
With that many people.
With that many people, everybody showed up, everybody worked, everybody could make it. It was
Everybody
perfect.
did.
And this year, nobody
Everybody was busy.
was busy. Yeah, everyone was busy. So
Yep.
So speaking of Christmas or the park or the decoration.
unofficially, yes, go ahead.
When are we taking everything down?
Are we allowed to ask that? Oh, yeah, Gamble Park. When will Gamble, so going back to 7A, the Gamble Park decorations that are there, does the city staff just take that up and box it up for us?
They've already started.
Okay,
And we thank them.
yes.
Mainly Joseph, Tina, and Brian are the three that really
So that's who we
were
blame
there
when they
every
mess
day.
up. Oh, yeah.
And Tina is no longer with us.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah, they got like 3 people quit in December. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, heck.
Christmas lights.
We wore them
Oh.
out.
Yeah, see?
Well, who was the one that took us to the shed? And
Hey,
was,
he's gone.
yeah, he's gone. Pedro.
Oh, yeah, he quit the day after he picked up my thing.
Oh, man, lose him too.
So I was glad he was around that day because he sure helped me load up that teddy bear. And then the next day he was gone.
Speaking
Pedro?
of that, they got a lot of pictures taken.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did we ever, I never came out with my glue gun. Did anybody else come out there and tack that thing up or we just leave it where the little paw came off?
What else?
That's it. Anyone else have anything? All right, adjourned.
Yep.
No, not adjourned.
I would like to express the park board's deepest condolences to Katrina at the loss of her husband.
Yes.
Now you can adjourn.
And now I will adjourn at 6:52 p.m.